Okay, I'm back again, and I've been thinking of this one for a long time because I did a short video on the education in Finland a while back, and since then I've learned a lot more, so I thought I'd share some of that and start out by telling you that twice a week I go to Pori for a beginning Finnish class. Our teacher, Opettaja, is also a principal at a school in Pori and took us on a tour of that school. And I was not a good student in school. Because of some learning disability, I just didn't get along with school very well at all. But this school, just to put it in a highly technical term, I was gobsmacked when I saw it. The school, and I'm reading, so that's why I'm looking down. I can't remember things. This school runs from 1st to 9th grade. The 1st and 2nd grade students are divided somewhat, have their own play area. They're the little ones. School in Finland starts at 7 years old. And the amazing thing in Finland to me with the little students is you see these first graders riding their bicycles a kilometer or two to school. They come into school, all of them, all students, when they come in, place their shoes on racks and wear slippers in school. They don't wear their outdoor shoes into school. This school was just spotless. It has a large gymnasium, which will divide into 2 gyms for the children to play inside. The school has 40 teachers, 520 students, and the students presently represent 10 plus countries. For students who come into the school, speaking a foreign language, they have classes to introduce them to Finnish before they're put in to the main body of the school, teaching in Finnish. Their subjects offered in language are Russian, French, English, Swedish, German, Finnish language. Their extracurricular are music, art, knitting, cooking, sewing, woodworking, welding. They also have biology and physics. Now, 9th grade in the Finnish school system, the child is 16 years old, and this is where they determine if they're going to go on to higher education, go into college, or if they're going to go into a trade. And the thing, again, that impressed me about this school is all of the activities, sewing to welding, are offered to all students. They have cooking classes. As I say, the students actually have small kitchens set up where they prepare the meals from scratch. They sit down, they share the meal with other students. And this to me is just, I'm a product of the Alabama education system. So I guess to me, this is just an amazing thing. The students early on may decide that they just really excel at one of these sewing, knitting, cooking, welding, woodworking, one of these tasks. And early on can decide if they want to choose that as a trade instead of going on to college, higher education. Uh, and also, if they decide to go on into college, there is no cost to them. They are supplied all of their books online through the university. There's in the college, they're given a $500 a month stipend to live on, a couple of roommates, and they could have a pretty nice flat, I imagine. If they go into a trade, then there's CETEDU, is the technical, and I'll go into that sometime on its own, because that in itself could be another whole video of what they offer. And again, as I said in a previous video, when these children 7 years old come into school, in the first grade, they start learning English as a second language. If they go into the college, the higher education, then another requirement is, and they can start this earlier, is they learn Swedish, because Finland uses, in some areas, Swedish as well as Finnish. And of course, the English is just kind of a language that a lot of people use as a common language. So these people can come out of school trilingual. And I'm not using this to run down the American or any other country's education system. The only system I know is the American. I'd love to hear from some teachers from different systems, different countries, the U.S. also, as to what they offer. The American education system seems to be built mostly around every student from first grade to 12th is being prepped to go to college. If anybody reads the American or watches the American news, you know that college is very expensive, and people are spending their working life paying off loans they've taken out to go to college. The Finnish system makes more sense to me, that a plumber is just as important as a teacher. All trades and services are needed. Now, Finland is rated as having the happiest people in the world. I don't know if, if I go with the happy, they're not dancing in the streets, but they seem content in their life. They can go to school, they can learn a trade, they can go to school, they can become a teacher, they have vacations, and the Finns do seem to really enjoy their vacation. They have the time off, they can go places, they can travel, they can have summer cottages, and I think a lot of this starts in the school system. So that's just my take on it, and I would like to hear from others about how their systems operate. And I waited till the end, and now it's time for the begging. If you like the videos, please subscribe. If I reach 1,000 followers and 4,000 hours of viewing, I can monetize the channel. And if I do that, anything I make off the channel, I can use in getting better video equipment and whatnot. If I don't get it, I'm not worried about it. I'm still going to do the videos. So till next time, see you later.